You're about to witness sports mastery in the making. The only birdies and eagles you're likely to see are those flying overhead as you're about to watch me suck at mini golf. It's been a long time, but here we are. Once again, 2023's edition of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf. Kimball Farms, Westford, Massachusetts. We got 2 golf courses, which is how we're going to end the season for 2023. And yes, these are purposely delayed in release to not have gaps in the action. So almost mid-2024, you should see the last one. We got 2 here. We got the Waterfall Run and the Forbidden Mines. We always do that one last. We always start with Waterfall Run. We're currently waiting for an elderly group to get through, so this is the perfect time to go over the rules that apply to us. No more than 5, don't care. All players don't care. Player closest don't care. Ball may be moved a putter's width from the side of obstacles without penalty. I'm sorry, I cannot hold this still. Ball leaves playing area, place at point of departure and add a stroke. 6 stroke limit per hole. Stay on sidewalks, do not climb on rocks and other things. Improper conduct, out you go. No alcoholic beverages, well, they're no fun. Shoes and shirts. And children don't care because I don't have any. So, as we wait for our turn here at the Waterfall Run, I'm going to get all situated. Of course, I need to point out they do have the practice greens, but why practice sucking when we can suck right away? They did replace the signs. The old ones were nice, but they were rotten. Literally rotten. Not as well made as the original, but whatever. Hole 1, part 2. We start here. You got 2 choices. You could take the long-winded way or aim for the 2 logs. You're hoping to aim for the right one. Otherwise, you're either going the long way or meeting Mr. Rock. So again, you probably want this one to get closest to the hole. First shot to wrap up the year. There it goes, way off to the right. Bounces off to the left. Goes down the long way. Going past Mr. Rock. We're lined up with the hole. This is for par. It's a bit long. There's a shot, and it's in. Still reflective, but not as bad as the originals. Hole 2, par 2. We start here. And we have a slight obstacle that's not really too bad. There's a slight downhill that I just hit that I forgot about. Slight downward drop. But be careful, if you overshoot, you wind up in this somewhat of a half pipe type deal. But you don't want to hit it too hard because you want to get to the elevated hole. First shot. There it goes. Very light tap. Heading towards the edge. Drops down. And just barely... Oh no! It still went in. The leaf stopped it. This is for an unlikely par. Concentrating. There's the hit. Up the hill and back down. Going for the one over. Up the hill and in it goes. I think the bumper boats are out for the season, or they're just locked up for now. They're shut down and no music. Hole number 3, par 2. If there is music and it's recognizable, we'll have to silence it in spots. I miss the scenery. Anyway, this is kind of a long part too. You start here, and technically, if they don't have a mat, you can start anywhere within a foot of the start of the green. So you start there, and it is an uphill climb, more so over this little area, a little less of a climb over here. So there's a bump you probably don't really see on camera. Other than that, it's a straight shot to the hole.
First shot, lining up slightly off to the side, up the hill we go, bouncing around, and set up for a decent par. Second shot, this is for par, and ooh, goes way off right. Once again, going for bogey. There's the shot, and ooh, even closer. For the double bogey. There's the shot, and finally in it goes.
Why early October? Fortunately, it's abnormally warm in the upper 70s. For those of you in Celsius, well, Google is good for that. Par 2, hole 4. You start here. And through the blinding sun and these leaves, which a good miniature golfer can compensate for, there is a bad thing here. You don't want your water, or you don't want the ball going into the water. You don't want water meeting your golf ball either. Other than that, there's an alley-oop here. There's a mound, slight elevation here to an otherwise relatively flat hole.
First shot, lining up to the right. There she goes, past the water, bouncing off the big rocks. Looks like we're lined up pretty well. Going for par. There's the shot. Things are starting to look better.
Hole number 5, par 3. Here's our start. And we got this big hill over here on the left. The right is flatter. In fact, you're going up a fairly steep hill. It curved the flatness, the flat steady grade, and I'm talking, it is going uphill, but the grade is consistent, is more this way. It alley-oops over here. Got some pylons, and then an alley-oop to the hole.
First shot, lining it up. There it goes off to the right, bouncing left, and oh no, it hit the big hill. It's going down, and it's going down more, and is it gonna leave? Oh, 1 stroke penalty.
That's 2.
Already looking at par, starting at the beginning. Another shot to the right, bouncing off the walls, making it up the hill, just barely. For bogey, there's the shot, and past the hole and outside again, another penalty. Unfortunately that, we stroked out with the hole.
To explain the ending, because it hasn't happened in so long, and this is usually where it happens, is twice it hit the ball, twice it left, so that's 4. Then 1 shot actually was away from the hole, and therefore there's a 6-stroke limit, so it doesn't matter if you hit it with the club or just place it in with your hand. It's a 6 regardless. So, and that's again the max. So yeah, after 5 physical shots, the 6th one we just use the hand wedge to get it in the hole, because like I said, exact same result. Anyway, we start here, and it's another tough one. We got a nice big hill, and in the middle of this hill, and the light's hitting it, so you can definitely see the indent. If you get the speed exactly right, good luck with that, it'll wind up there. Otherwise, you go down the carpet's wearing off. I mean, that's the worst thing I've seen so far. Mr. Rock may be an issue. If it makes its way around, it's going to be hard to get to our target. But if you do hit this particular hole here through that tiny indent, it'll come out here towards our target, the hole.
First shot. There he goes, a little too hard over the indent, down the big hill, bouncing off Mr. Rock and almost stuck behind Mr. Rock. This requires laser precision, and laser precision not happening. Far from the hole, going backwards and resting there. Going for a very unlikely bogey. There's the shot. It hooks left and close to the hole. Once again for double bogey, and in it goes.
Hole number 7, par 3. Yeah, we're failing miserably like we usually do. I just want to remind you that this is indeed Waterfall Run. They've put metal caps on top of the pylons, which idea long overdue. Probably during the pandemic they had the time to fix it. But anyway, here we start, and it's an uphill. A little less of a grade there, more here, but relatively consistent in both its pitches. We got a bump here, all the way here to the hole.
First shot. Swing and up the middle it goes. Towards the hole, bouncing off the wall. Where did it go? Oh no, a one-stroke penalty. For even par. There's the shot, and ooh, just by the hole.
And the bad breaks keep coming. Over the wall it went. Hole number 8, par 3, or in my case, probably a par 12. And after 5 shots, hand wedge for 6. Anyway, we're here. Yeah, the carpets are due for some replacing. Even though they're not in bad shape, they're shrunk too much. Anyway, you got the hill here. Pretty even hill here. Even here, slightly steeper here. That's why you can kind of see it's more pronounced there. So we got a lot of climbing again to get to the hole.
First shot. There it goes. Bouncing off the wall. And where did it go? Oh no, not again. Another penalty. Once again, for a very unlikely par. There it goes. And off to the right. For bogey. Shot and oh, so close. And tapped in.
Hole number 9, par 2, till they got a new sign before this. I always thought it was a 3 because of its length. Well, everything corrected itself. So this will probably be a 4 or 5 today. Anyway, here we are. It's actually relatively flat, relatively straight. Just gotta avoid our rocky edges here. Slight downhill over here. Otherwise, that's just a minor bump. Some slight roly-polies. But it's supposed to be an easy shot to the hole, and the way things are going, probably won't be.
First shot. There it goes. Straight down the middle. Bending to the right and hole in one. What a disastrous event this is turning out to be. I mean, everything started going wrong once we hit the second hole. The third hole also was an issue. The hills were pretty much the problem there. Then hole number 5, too many times we went out of bounds, so we hit the stroke limit, and that's the only time we did. And then another out of bounds ball at 7, 8, did it again as well, and the putter almost came in contact with the ball when setting up for the shot, so that almost became a stroke out as well. And then, of all things, a hole in one on the 9th hole, which is the good thing here. Hole 1 was the other good thing. So right now, we are standing at 31 par, 21 being the actual goal. We are 10 over. So how bad are things gonna go? We got 9 more holes and not much room. Well, that was a neat little surprise. Hole in one. Makes this ultra crappy run somewhat worthwhile. Hole number 10, par 2. We start here. And once again, we got to mind the gap. It's not as hard as it looks because it's elevated. And they have this bridge so you don't have to jump it, which I'm going to do anyway. Slight downhill right at the edge there. Well, you got to avoid our friend Mr. Rock to get to the hole. First shot. There it goes. It's a little weak over the edge, and it's in the gap. 1 stroke penalty. This is for bogey. Hit hard. Bounces off the back. Bounces off the other wall. Far shot. For the double bogey. There's the shot. And, ooh, rides in and out of the hole. Before we even get to the teens, we have officially sucked. Unless we get pars and birdies and eagles. Anyway, hole number 11, par 3. How are we going to get screwed this time? Tell you, good mini golfers can deal with the leaves and not affect anything, but look who's trying. Anyway, you go up a hill, a little alley up here, we got a bunch of pylons, rolly hill here, otherwise it goes up. This is the flattest spot right here. Apparently you want to be on the left side. Don't go too far because Mr. Rock could play havoc, which probably will. Getting to the hole. First shot. Off to the left. Barely getting by the pylon. Coming to an abrupt stop. Good chance at a birdie. For birdie. There's the putt. And off to the left it goes. Alright, I forgot that was a par 3. So the loose Caddyshack reference, and I say very loose Caddyshack reference, didn't quite do it. Anyway, we're still just 1 over to officially sucking. Hole number 12, my favorite hole, but probably will be my nemesis today. There's 2 ways to go about it. One way is to actually use the river. Strange but true. Or go this way, which is a bit longer.
Mr. Rock may be an issue. So the goal here actually is to hit this river in just the right spot, so when it comes out, if you can even see it in there, great. Hopefully it'll line you up with the hole.
First shot. Gentle tap. Heading towards the river. Into the river it goes. And stuck. For an even par. There it goes and into the hole.
Still one away from sucking, so a 3 or over here will kill it. And what better place than lucky hole number 13? The thing that makes me nervous is we're next to woods. Bears are hungry. They're fattening themselves up. Nothing found. We start here. Outside of some minor dips and bumps and leaves to ruin things, avoiding these pylons, we want to get to the hole.
First shot. There it goes, in between the pylons, missing the one on the right, bouncing off the rock close to the hole, bouncing off the wall. Still set up well. For par, there's a shot. Ooh, right by.
Hole number 14. Everything died. We officially suck. Play on through because you never know. Maybe something interesting could happen. Maybe the suck factor will be slightly lessened. It can happen. We saw it happen. Anyway, we start here. And, well, apparently they changed the course because they show one rock, and that's this one. But Rock Jr. is not on the picture, so that's an obstacle. So probably hug this right-hand wall for any chance of getting to the hole.
First shot. Lining it up. Here it goes. It's heading towards the big rock. Bounces off. Goes to the right. Travels towards the hole. And just to the right of it. Still set up pretty well. For an even par. There it goes.
The bumper boats have started. That is a new thing. That was definitely not here. In fact, you kind of see that it's kind of chewed up. And they kind of damaged it over here. Anyway, hole 15, par 2. Again, it's all for show at this point. Unless we get some birdies and eagles, which you only see flying overhead. Although in October, good luck with that. Anyway, we start there. You got a slight uppy and downy. And another slight uppy and downy, but you can see there's some slight variation. And now we go down. More so here, slower over here and there. And now we start getting towards another bean, the elevated hole.
First shot. Lined up. There it goes. Off to the left a little bit. Bouncing off the wall. And in between the rock and the wall. Second shot. There it goes. And, ooh, just a little left to the hole. Lining up for the bogey, and there it is.
Hole 16, par 3. When Emilio used to be someone I had contact with, he was showing me something I didn't know existed. You swing the ball, or you swing the club, and the ball goes under here. If you hit it hard enough, there's a ramp and it does a loop-de-loop, comes up here. Then depending on where that is, it either goes in that hole or that hole. Or if you fail, there's outlets that are ground level. In which case you come out here towards a hill that guides the ball away. Your objective is you're hoping to hit this one here. Although either one may actually bring you to the hole.
First shot. There it is. Hard hit. Up the ramp. Going down one of the holes. Where does it wind up? Winds up way out there. Unlikely chance at a rare birdie. There goes the ball, and in the hole.
All right, I believe these final 2 holes are a par 2. I didn't bother doing the walk over the bridge because with the leaves, it's very slippery. Not going to chance the cinematic effect of crossing another bridge. Hole 17, par 2. Plus, I started the video anyway, where we go through more mines here than we do in the Forbidden Mines course. Anyway, we start here. And the camera makes it look a lot brighter than what it is. You got the high road and the low road. Take the low road, it's relatively flat and it goes up slightly and then it goes down slightly. This more so. Relatively easy approach to the hole.
First shot. There it goes. Barely to the right. Hitting the wall. Bouncing off the other wall. Oh, so close to the hole. Still, it's set up very well.
I don't remember it being wet in here. Maybe all the rain that we've been having. The place is a good 18 or so miles from Leominster, so it didn't get that kind of rain. Anyway, the nice thing about these new things is there's new things. So we know what hole it is and what the par is. So, yeah, it's going to take a hole-in-one to save it. So, yeah, I think we pretty much sucked for this run. But we got to admit, for the most part, came back towards the end. Anyway, we start here. And we go up a hill. It's relatively consistent, although ever so slightly higher here than there. Other than that, it's just some slight uphills to the hole of no return.
First shot. Going way left. Nearly hitting the wall. Going by the hole. Still not bad. For even par, there it is. The second half didn't treat us nearly as badly. Yeah, we have some over pars, especially hole number 10, where for the first time ever, the ball fell victim to the crack in which there wasn't enough speed to clear it and fell in. Other than that, we actually got an eagle, or should I say a birdie, in hole 16. I keep thinking eagles. Those things you'll see, as I've said many times, are flying overhead, and that's pretty much the only ones you would, unless I got really lucky. Other than that, most of the shots were even, and because I made the error of counting a near hit with the ball with the putter when setting up for hole number 8, We actually did not hit suck territory, but we're not too far from it. So we got 24 out of the possible 20 that we were aiming for. And on top of that, we got the 31 from the front 9, where the par is a 21. Grand total, 41 par. We were at 55 for 14 over, which is bad. In fact, really bad. Thanks to the first half. That was terrible. Just borderline sucking, but just barely missing that criteria. That's part 1 of 2 for the end of 2023 season of Watch Me Suck at Mini Golf from Kimball Farms, Westford, Massachusetts. This is George F551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.